Di lụrụ nwanyị bụ chinwe ya ka ha si wee kwu mana asị ka what's up family and friends, welcome to the Woke Nation, our nation of factual truth, where we feel free to share knowledge and spread the knowledge of factual truth without fear, without favor, and without faint, where we encourage us to live our lives and live it well through the knowledge of factual truth because it is our lives. And personally, I encourage you to live and enjoy your life. Let no one subdue you. Let no one draw you back or out of your path. You we are born to live, explore, and enjoy your life naturally, not spiritually, not religiously, and not the way others want it, but living your life naturally. Everyone, no one was born with two heads to, dictate for you how you must live. So that's why they try to persuade you. Whoever persuade you is trying to mislead you because they have to lie to persuade you. They cannot tell you the truth persuading you. That's why we don't persuade people. We point people to facts. We point them. We don't tell people what to think. Rather, we tell them how to think, which is how it's supposed to be. Because you were born freely to live also freely, not to live by whatever law or rules. That's why they force it. You see how they have police, they call it what? Law enforcement. They enforce laws because naturally people will resist those laws. They will be like, I'm not doing that shit. But they have to force you. Whether you like it or not, you must obey. So they want you to be obedient instead of prudent. You were born to be prudent, not obedient. Okay, so slaves obey, free men think for themselves and decide what works for them. They are not looking for a leader to lead them. No, they lead themselves because they are able to think for themselves. So welcome. This my profile started working yesterday because it's already Wednesday today. So yesterday, 27th of March, the Facebook removed the blockade or the restrictions. So I am here. This is my regular profile. Ezanwe Ahamefuna Ezebube. Very soon I will also change my name legally so that I will make it official. I want to just have two names. I'm considering Aham Ebubedike. That's it. So anything king, anything God, anything others is a say Chise, I don't need them. I decided to live humanly, not spiritually, not religiously. It doesn't matter how people try to define it. I've seen many people in spirituality, those who believe in spirituality trying to redefine what God is or redefine what spirituality means. And the latest one I had, somebody said that spirituality is the memories of your DNA for life. I say, wow. They have tried to say many things, define it in many ways. But when you see fact, when you see factual truth, you don't need all different definitions. It's not something you say, no, it's according to your opinion or it's according to your perception, It is what it is, and it is the same thing to everyone, no matter your age, your race, or your location. Okay, but today I want to share this very important thing because it affects us a lot. Although it's about women, but it's affecting us because whatever separates woman from man is affecting both man and the woman. Whatever subjugates a woman or a man and maybe elevated a woman or man over one another, that thing affects all of us wrongly, and we must deal with it. That's why I say no condition is permanent. Our slavery condition is not permanent, and the women's subjugation condition is not permanent. That's why you see people waking up and questioning things and saying, no, I say no to that. I know my parents say that, my ancestors say that, no. And those of you that are defending like spirituality because you say your ancestors invented it, your ancestors invented lie doesn't make it true today. You think. The question, and sometimes I forget to ask people that are arguing with me on this, what can you do in reality with spirituality? No, that's how you have life. That's how you have. Is the spark of life. Is there? No. Tell me what you can do. I use us as example. Africans, the moment, or the present Africans, we are practicing spirituality in our villages, in our towns, in Africa, and we cannot use it to do nothing except to intimidate one another, harass one another, and when we see our enemies or hear the weapons they make, we run away. So what is spirituality is all about? Is it about I will show you who I am, chieftaincy titles, position in the community and all that, thinking you are better than anyone? You are not better than anyone. You are not greater than anyone. No one. No matter what you have, it's the same. We came from the same place. We're going back to the same place. So what make you different? Nothing. Okay. So holy women, I'm talking about holy women, women in the Bible, women in spirituality, women in religion. You know, it seemed to be a normal thing for women to, I don't want to use their term, but to care about those who really oppress them, who really hate them, who really subjugate them, who really force them to submit to or under authority or to man or something like that. And you see, they find it okay, so they're happy, like they live like happy slaves. When you tell them marriage is slavery, they say, no, 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 it's not. It's all about love. If it's all about love, have you seen any rich man that married a very wretched, crippled person? No, it's not. So it's always maybe you can see a rich, crippled person, you know, propose to somebody that you know you cannot offer, but it's because of the money. But they say it's a quick love. Of course, love is evil. Yeah, that's it. Love is evil. So women in the Bible, holy women, subjugated women, women everywhere. And you see most men today who they see they will tell you like fear women. No, that's a stupid thing. You're not supposed to fear women. You're supposed to cherish women. Women are not our opposite. Women are not here to oppose us. At least you know a woman carried you. So if a woman carried you, tell me what will make you see a woman as under you because you are a man. And some say that naturally men are stronger than women. It's not true. Naturally men are stronger than women in some areas, and also naturally women are stronger than men in some areas. You're supposed to know that, but that's why I say that women were naturally so powerful. They are powerful influencer. Even in their bondage they still influence men. If you don't know, the first world war was caused because of men fighting over a woman. And you still see today men can still change laws or make laws just to because of their girlfriend or because of their woman. So women even today don't know the power they have. They think the power they have is to gossip, power they have is to seduce men, all that. That's BS. So I'm here to also use the book they used to subjugate women to try to open their eyes, because it's annoying when I see women, especially the young women, arguing in defense of God, in defense of religion, in defense of spirituality. the very things that subjugated them and want them to remain weaker or lesser than men. So when I talk about holy women, I get it from the Bible. So the holy women I'm talking about, it comes from First Peter chapter 3. So I will start from that. Welcome to Bible study. You can share this with your pastor or anyone that claim to know the Bible and all that. Tell them to come to me. I will help them better. Because I was not reading the Bible to prepare message. No, I consume it because I really believe it then. Okay, nobody asked me to do that. Is because of what I needed. I needed to be true and real according to it, but I found out it's a lie. Lie can never make you real or true. It can never. So that's why some of us, when you see people that say they are atheists now, or they no longer believe in God or believe in Christianity or Islam, it's those ones that used to be serious about it and they were genuine. I'm not talking about all these false, false brethren or fake people that they're there because maybe their family talked them into doing it so that they can be making money for the family, doing things for fame, for money, and all that. No, talking about genuine people, people that are after the truth. You see, that the one that will tell you, "Oh, I'm a free thinker now. I'm atheist now. I'm awake now. I'm woke now," because they truly, they were serious following what is written, but they found out it's a lie. So how long will you continue in that? And you're supposed to know that the only way to discover the truth is to search for the truth, not by believing without seeing. You have to search for the truth for you to discover the truth. It's not a gift, never. God cannot give you knowledge. No one can give you knowledge. You have to go after it to get it. First Peter chapter 3, verse 5, he said, For in this manner, think, for in this manner, in former times, they still carry it till today. The holy women who trusted in God, what made them holy women? They trusted in God. Men wrote for them, determined the manner they should live. They became holy women because they trusted in God. They have not seen the God they tell them caused them. The God they tell them put them under man. They still trusted in that God. Also adorned themselves. Hear what he says. He said, being submissive to their own husbands. Holy women. The holy women. Do you know, even in the Bible, that bread is holier than woman before God? Let me read it to you also. First Samuel. I know my Bible. First Samuel chapter 21. First Samuel. Samuel nke mbụ isi nke ọgụ na ofu amaokwu nke ịnọ. First Samuel chapter 21 verse 4. I'm Igbo man. Proper one. Real one. Okay. He said, and the priest answered David and said, there is no common bread on hand. Or common bread, women can eat it. It's common, okay? I mean, men that sleep with women can eat common bread. But hear what he said. But there is holy bread. If the young men have at least kept themselves from women, they can have it. Holy bread is not permitted to be eaten by women or men that slept with women. So when you read a place like Revelation chapter 14, verse 4, or when they tell you women should not do certain things, especially those of you that are defending spirituality, do you know in spirituality, women are not permitted to do certain things except men? That's where cult came from. That's where religion came from. Separating men from women in the name of belief. In First Peter chapter 3 that I just read, it said, in this manner made up by evil men for women. It was evil men, or if it were evil men that made up that manner for women, the way they should dress, the way they say they should dress moderate. How about men? So you're saying men are dressing more moderate than women? But they saw women as temptation. Oh, no, cover yourself. During the summer, you see men breast out like bare chested like that, no shirt, nothing on, but not women. I say, the brass strap, all that. The time our people invented, or people invented bra, it was like farm work. Like when they bend down doing farm work, the breast will be flapping. So instead of it going like that, they just use rope to tie it. That's the first time they invented bra. But today, they are using bra as what? Fashion. They even declare breasts to be private parts. So today, when we see breasts, but when we were growing up, we see our women breasts out, they don't wear clothes, our grandma and all that, no problem. But today, even if we see their skin, oh, we get erection. Oh man, they mess us up big time. I want you to know that women, they see these evil men see women as the one that caused man's downfall. They subjugated them because they see these women, if man listen to woman, man will not continue in ignorance that God or belief system want man to remain. Women are there to open the eyes of man, like when you read Genesis chapter 3, 6 to 8. It was the woman who saw and begin to pay attention to that tree. Adam was going everywhere trying to be whatever. But the woman look and see this thing is good for food. This thing is good. I mean, this thing is great for food. This thing is great for opening eyes and making one wise. She took it. She did not take it and tempt the man. No, she took it and ate herself first. So her eyes opened. Then she gave to the man. Then her and his own eyes opened too. And you know what happened? After their eyes opened, immediately they hear about God, they run away and hide. They say, no, we don't want this evil man, this evil idiot that created us naked. He don't want us to know anything. We're running about like animals. We don't have brain to think for we don't use our brain. Because that's what spirituality and religion does. They limit you. They don't want you to think for yourself, because the moment you begin to think for yourself, you begin to question them. I don't want to live by your emotions. I don't want to live by your emotions. I want to live by facts, factual truth. So they see women as the cause of man's failure. So they subjugated them to trust in God, because woman can help a man, you know, think and know for himself. And God never want man to know anything but to be ignorant. That's why he tell them. I mean, he tell the man, not the woman. He tell the man, the day you eat of this fruit, you will surely die. And the woman gave him the fruit. The day he ate it, he did not die. And God regretted it. In verse 22, that when you read Genesis chapter 3, in verse 22 to end, he said, man has become like one of us. For those of you that say there is one God, God said, man has become like one of us. And for us to stop him from reaching to go to the tree of life, hey, let us chase them away. And that's how he chased them away. So, two vital things in life, if it were true according to religion, God forbade man from reaching it: the tree of knowledge and the tree of life. But today they tell you Jesus is the tree of life. No, they block you there. The God has not unblocked that gate. They block that gate. And you're calling the gate of heaven. Jesus is the way to God. For where? Which God are you talking about? There is no God. So understand that what they wrote, they had plan, they had purpose. Some of them is to defend the atrocities they committed against Africans, atrocities they committed against women, atrocities they committed against humanity. And many of you are living today as if that's the way it should be. Listening to African spirituality, African native doctors, African songwriters or singers, all of them, whatever they call in their culture and tradition, those things have been dented by all this book religion. It has nothing to do with true African tradition, because they have mess everything up. They lie to us about everything. So you see also in First Peter chapter 3, verse 5, where I read, also show you that he said women should adorn themselves in submission to their husband. In submission, whether they like it or not, they have to submit. Genesis chapter 3, verse 16. He said, her desire will be upon the man. Whatever you want, the man will sanction it. Without the man, you cannot do it. So if a man can do things, why not a woman not able to do it if we all are human beings? Yeah. And if a man and woman, don't you see that when they have sex, both of them are engaged in it? So that's how it's supposed to be in everything in life. Man and woman can do it. But this is what they created. They created holy women, make them to submit themselves, trusting in God, submit to man, and not have their own saying. And you know, husband, another word for husband is master. You're supposed to know that. A woman don't need a master. A man don't need a master. We were not born to be slaves. We were born to be free. Free men and free women. So subjugation of women started with non-Africans who wrote the book they call Holy Book. That's where it all started. I made that post, right? Yeah, I made that post last time, which I will add to this video later also. I made it. You know, he said the subjugation of women started in Genesis 1, fortified in Genesis 3:16, and reaffirmed in Matthew 10, 1 to 4, and concluded in Revelation 14:4. And I say, wise women are not believers in and worshippers of God or Jesus. So, and that's why I want to expand on this place now, where it all started. It started in Genesis chapter 1, verse 1, subjugation of women. Women, pay attention. If you have a women friend that is religious, also share this video with them. I'm not begging you. If you want to, if you don't want to, forget it. Okay? Genesis chapter 1, verse 1, it says, in the beginning, God created the heaven and earth. So you see, that's where the subjugation of women started. A woman is supposed to be, if there is male God, there must be a female God, who is supposed to be what? Goddess. But it said, in the beginning, God created heaven and earth. Where is the goddess that's supposed to be there? And when you read down in verse 26, God said, come, let us, which is supposed to be a God and a goddess. And God is telling the goddess, come, let us. Just as a man will tell a woman, come, let us have sex. A woman tell the man, come, let us have sex. Or come, let us do this. But here they tell you, God alone created heaven and earth. And that God is a he. So a God without goddess is pure subjugation of women. A woman getting pregnant without a man, but they say is God. That's also subjugation of women. So understand that it started with non-Africans. It has nothing to do with Africa. Africans don't have a tribe before, just as we don't have marriage before. We used to have family as normal human beings. But the same way they gave us God is the same way, and they gave us tribe. It's the same way they gave us, because tribe is for animals, not for human beings. And they have already succeeded in educating us to believe that we are animals. We share the same, we share common ancestors with animals. No, we are not. Africans are not animals. Africans did not share common ancestors with animals. Even white scientists are saying that now, that Africans are the only original human beings. You say it's not true. Okay, you do your own research. When you go, that's why you are stronger than them. That's why you do a lot of things better than them. And that's why they are against you. And they can eliminate you, but they cannot, because you are part of nature. 100%. Africans. So they fortify it in Genesis chapter 3, verse 16. putting man over woman, say that the woman's desire will be upon her husband. So a woman becomes slave, wife to her husband, the master. And many of you, even today, many women are struggling. You cannot practice marriage and say that no man will control you, no man, you are joking. That's not marriage like the one they have in America. The remarriage white people have that established that they gave to us. A man is the one that buys the woman. The man, that's why the man don't used to wear wedding ring before. It is the woman, because ring is a what? A symbol of ownership. It's like when they buy slave, they put chain on the slaves. Slave master don't wear chain. It's the slave that wear chain. But these things have been taught away from or hidden away from our people. They think, oh, what they gave us was one. No, we never had marriage. We had family, which they succeeded in destroying. And one of our ancestors called it African family structure. There was no stranger there. There was no single parent in there. There was no widow there. No, they were living humanly. But today, see what is going on. And those of you that think you are smarter than your ancestors, see, why are you suffering the way you're suffering now? That's why you believe so much in prayers, believing that things which help, especially women. Don't you see you have mostly women in religious places? But those religious places are controlled by men. They fortify it in Genesis chapter 3, verse 16, where it says, Genesis chapter 3, verse 16. And he said to the woman, God said, I will greatly multiply your sorrow and your conception. This thing has been killing a lot of women, and they believe, yeah, it is God doing that. And in pain, you shall bring forth children. So God give you a child as a gift and allow you to have it in pain. It's like me, I'm beating you up because I want to give you food. I want to give you food, but I have to beat you. You must be a slave to be in that condition for me to beat you before I feed you. And so if God is the one giving you children, but he is saying he will multiply your sorrow and your conception, you should never believe in such God. He said, in pain you shall bring forth your children. Your desire shall be for your husband, and he shall rule over you. Imagine a woman, a young woman that believes in the Bible, that worship this God of the Bible, or God of the Torah, or God of the Quran, in Christianity, in Islam, in Judaism, saying that no man will control me. No, but that's what the book, the God you say you worship or serve or believe in, commanded. He said the man must rule over you. And you see this in spirituality, you see it in religion. And many men still carry it. Even till today, myself, I still struggle to discard everything about it. And I see women even see me as crazy when I try to show them this is not how it's supposed to be. This was designed against you. It's a condition they place you under. It has nothing to do with nature. In nature, there is no marriage. I was discussing with some white guys, I think about 4 of them. Let me see all the stuff they tell you about all this blah blah. No, it's bullshit. But you see how people are suffering. All of them will say it's true. I say, yeah, they will not tell you. Because the idea they have about African too is a lie. I say no. Africans weren't just marrying multiple women for sex and all that. No. Sex don't even last. But these things, you see people believing it. A man must rule over a woman. That's as husband and wife. You can't say you are a wife and say, no man will rule over me. He's so controlling. That's why I'm divorcing. You are stupid. It's marriage. That's how it's supposed to be. For a marriage to work, the man must rule over you. And your desire must be from the man. The man determines what you eat, how you dress also. That's what they want you to be in spirituality and religion. Who are the people attacking me today for using sexy pictures of women on my post? Spiritual people, religious people. The same way when you say there is no God, who are the one that comes against you? Spiritual people, religious people. And then they try to say, no, spirituality is not a religion. Christianity is not a religion. Stupid people. They fortify it in the Old Testament when their God wanted to choose the 12 tribes of Israel. Although Israel had 13 children, 12 men and 1 woman, she pushed the woman aside and chose the men and made 12 tribes. Why not 13 tribes? If God is the one that gives children to that man, as they said, and all of them came from the same man, then why did he choose the men and refuse the woman? No woman. It's in Africa, you see, they say our tribe is named after a woman, not in Israel. Not those that claim to believe in God or worshippers of God. Think. And that's why they reaffirmed it in the New Testament. When Jesus also wanted to choose his 12 disciples and 72 disciples, no woman was among. No woman. Like, see, here how he chose them. In Matthew chapter 10, where Jesus chose the disciples, he did not choose any woman among them. These were the men because he was homosexual. So homosexuals don't work with women. They may eat food cooked by women. They don't walk around with women, as we do. Mm-hmm. He said, and when he had called his 12 disciples to him, he gave them power, no woman among them. So any woman that tell you, I have power in Jesus' name, she's stupid. She don't know the Jesus. It's not the Jesus of the Bible she's following. It's the Jesus of Christianity she's following, not the Jesus of the Bible. Jesus of the Christianity is different from Jesus of the Bible. Although they claim, because Jesus of the Bible was never a Christian. He never called anyone Christian anywhere in the Bible. He said he gave them power over unclean spirit to cast out them and to heal all kinds of sickness and all kinds of diseases. Now, the name of the 12 apostles are these. First, Simon, who also called Peter, and Andrew, James, the sons of Zebedee, John, his brothers, Philip, Bartholomew, Thomas, Matthew, James, who also called Thaddeus, okay? Olebanus, and Simon the Canaanite, and Judas Iscariot, who betrayed him. There was no woman listed among them. No woman. But they will tell you how women were ministering to him. But not be with him, not, walk with him. Think, people, wake up. You women, the reason why we need women to wake up, because they have influence over men. Today, you see women forcing their husband and their children to religious places, to spiritual places, to prayer places. So they reaffirm it in the New Testament, in Jesus, and it's right there. So women are not allowed even to hold on to God and his son. In the Old Testament, it was God. Then in the New Testament, it was God's son, according to the Bible. Remember, in John chapter 20, when Jesus, they say, resurrected, Mary Magdalene went to hold him. He said, do not hold me. Before I used to say, do not touch me. No, he said, do not cling on me. Do not hold me. A woman, she called him Lord, serving him. By the time he went to, do not hold on to me. I have not ascended to my Father, because it's gay throne or gay kingdom. Women, if you touch me, you have defied me. I cannot go back there. It's only women and men that is allowed. What did he say to the woman? He said, "Go and tell my brethren. Go and you are not one of. Go and tell my disciples. Let them meet me where I tell them they will meet me." That's what they use women for. They use women to serve men. That's how they want women to be. No, do not hold me. Go and tell my brethren. Go and tell my disciples. You are a messenger. You are a servant. Go and serve. Oh, one of my co-workers said, no, why are you saying that? Women taught Jesus. I said, yeah, for what? He said, Jesus says she did that to prepare him for burial. You see? That's what they use women for. Not men, women. See, that's why when they bury him, they say women carry oil to go and anoint the place. That's what they use women for. Mm. A woman cannot be your savior, and the women accepted it. Oh, no, we are not savior. It's only men. Oh, come and save me, my husband. Come and save me, my boyfriend. Come and save me. You are stronger than me. No, they are not. It's the subjugation that make you feel so. Mental slavery too. Come on, wake up, women. We need you to wake up, women. Hmm? Let them stop using you as servant. Let them stop using you as burial preparatory somebody. They even see women as sinners. Remember, in the play, I think it's Matthew chapter 7, they said a rich man invited Jesus. Jesus was there. A woman come, a street woman, and they say, oh, if this man know that this woman is a sinner, he will not allow him to touch him. That's why at the end Jesus said to her, woman, your sins are forgiven. They see women as sinners. When a woman came to Jesus, my daughter is sick, Jesus said, I don't know, it's not wise to give dogs bread to, children's bread to dog. They saw women as dogs. They saw women as sinners. And yet these women are falling for them, embracing them. Oh man, women, come on, wake up. Think for yourself. Stop seeing yourself as victims that need somebody to save them. And that's why I said they concluded it in Revelation chapter 14, verse 4. They see women as defilement to men. Remember, in 1 Samuel chapter 21, right, I show you, he said that the men can have the holy bread if they have at least kept themselves from women. Now, here, in Revelation chapter 14, verse 4, he said the only ones who followed the Lamb. Here, let me read it again. Since I know that place, it's one of my favorite places, especially when I'm engaging women to open their eyes. Revelation chapter 14, verse 4. He said, these are the ones who were not defiled with women, for they are virgins. When was last time you hear about virgin men? I was opportune, will I use that term opportune, to have a friend, then an evangelist. He's late now, but he was a virgin. I was not a virgin, but he was a virgin. I started fucking at least from age 10. I started fucking from age 10. But this guy, as adult, businessman, an evangelist, he was a virgin. I was one of the people that persuaded him to marry. He will lay down, he wake up with bed weight. That's wet bed, wet dream. They call it wet dream, right? Because when the sperm is, it must get out, whether you like it or not. Even if it's the materials that touch it or anything that it must come. It's natural thing. But religion women, no, I want to keep myself holy, virgin and a virgin. The men who are not defiled with women, for they are virgins. They are the ones who follow the Lamb wherever he goes. These were redeemed from among men, being faithful to God and to the Lamb. Show this to any religious woman. You see the stupid thing that will be coming out of their mouth. They believe also, no, he's talking about men and women. You know, men, there's no men, there's no female. So if there's no man, there's no female in Christ. Why did he say those who were not defiled with women? That's how they see you, as defilement to men, an abomination, an unclean thing. If man touch you, you're unclean. That man is unclean too, because the man laid with you. And you see many women believing all this lie and trying to live up to like that, believing they are going to heaven. No, you are not following any Jesus anywhere. And God rejected you in the Old Testament. Women, you need to wake up and retake your place. You have been waiting, men have been saying that women need no, women have to do it. Just like Africans are waiting for the foreigners to come and do something for them or any God. No, it's Africans that will wake up and do it for themselves, deliver themselves, free themselves. The same is applicable to women. Women, you have to wake up and free yourself from all this bondage. They subjugated you in many ways, even in families, they subjugated you. And many of you see it as right way. So they see women as able to be another thing. This one they see women as the one that is able to be unfaithful in marriage. When they made that marriage, but do you know, men is never accused of being unfaithful in marriage. If you read the Bible very well, like this place, Numbers chapter 5, 11 to end, read it. They say, if a spirit of jealousy, you know, God is a jealous God. So spirit of God, is spirit of jealousy, if it comes from God and come upon a woman, he said, if a woman maybe went and sleep around and nobody caught her, but the spirit of jealousy came upon the husband, then the husband will take her to the priest and the priest will perform some rituals. All of you that are claiming or fighting against, you say you believe in God and you are against ritual, human sacrifice, and all this. You don't know the Bible. You don't know even that God you're talking about. They say, take this woman, they take the holy water, take the dust from the presence of God and put in that water, it becomes bitter water. And he said, give it to the woman. If she's not guilty, nothing will happen to her. But if she's guilty, he said her belly will swell up and her thigh will rot. Women, you don't even read the Bible you believe in or defend them. And when you see somebody like me, even with your fake wig or fake weave on, fake nails, fake eyelashes, you're calling me fake. Read it. There's no place they accuse man or a man of being unfaithful in marriage in the whole Bible. It's always women. You remember the woman they said Jesus said, go and sin no more. They said they caught her in adultery. Where is the man? No man, men are exempted. It's only women. These women are, and you even see some young men open their dirty mouth talking about, women are this, women are that. And you have a mother, you have girlfriend, you have wife. Women don't suffer, man. But when you try to liberate them, they be like, ah. Women are not allowed in men's affairs, even to save her husband. She's not allowed. Like when you read Deuteronomy chapter 25, 11 to 12, I think my next message will be on this married women. He said, if two men are fighting, the woman saw a man attacking her husband, about to kill her own husband. He said, if the woman reach out from behind and grab the other man, because that's the only way, okay, let me grab this and see if he will leave my husband. They say they must cut her hand off. They must cut it off. Sharia law. They say, hey. There's nothing different between Christianity and Islam. They are the same bloody, evil religion that they have used to destroy us as a people. And our people still believe in them. Wake up, women. No wise woman, no grown wise woman, no grown up wise woman can believe in God or Jesus. Unless she's a stupid woman. Of course, stupid woman, stupid men, they believe in God, they believe in Jesus. But if you can think for yourself, if you are grown up and you are wise, you will not believe in any God. You will not believe in any Jesus. You will not believe in any holy book. You will not believe in all those nonsense they say, they end there and subjugating you. You see how men are like in a developed place like America. That's why they tell you religion is falling in those places. Women are waking up. Young people are waking up. It's falling. But Africa, the people that know better than any other person when it comes to nature, people that are in tune with nature, they decided to be spiritual. And spirituality. Yeah, spirituality and humanity are the same. It's spirituality. Humanity is natural. Humanity is talking about people. You're not talking about spiritual beings. You're talking about natural people. people who can come and do things. I like the way I made that post about grow up and move beyond God and the prayer thoughts and prayers. It was said by White House chaplain yesterday. You know about they killed those children in church. Another child came with gun and killed 3 children and 3 adults. And the guy said, "Come on, it's time for you to move beyond these thoughts and prayers." He said, "Oh God, use these senators, touch them use them to do what?" It's not that, it's people that we rather, that's why I say, rise up, begin to know and do the needful. That's what we're supposed to do. How can you tell me one man is king over you, one man is president over you, running the country, running your community as they want? They are enjoying, you are not enjoying, and you maintain. That's why they want you to marry. Because marriage is one of the things that keep you down. When you, I have wife, I have children, I'm not going anywhere. No, 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 no. Rally for what? Leave it. Things will happen. God, let us pray. Let us pray. God, Father, we commit them into your hand. There is no such thing as miracle coming. Woman, there's no miracle that will deliver you from this bondage. You are the one that will deliver yourself without fear. And I'm happy to see some young women also, because I read their posts online. I like them. I like how they say. So women, wake up. Don't be a holy woman. Be a natural woman. Anything holy is evil, is anti-nature. There is no holiness in nature. What you have in nature is natural things, natural people. And I'm calling you to wake up. Join us. Let us wake up so that we can restore our powers and recover our heritage. Our slavery condition is not permanent. Young men and young women, I'm calling you to wake up so that you can begin to reconvert or revert your parents. They converted you. You have to revert them. Let them come to their senses and begin to see things. I'm happy. My woman told me that my mother is having some changes. I'm happy to hear that, because my mother converted her mother. So I want to revert my mother. My father too. My siblings too. That's why I decided, no, if you believe in God, I'm not giving you anything. You have to renounce God first. Does that mean I don't care about them? You're stupid. If you know me, you know how many years I've been caring about them? So whatever you're saying is because you don't know. If you know me, or you can go ask them. And none of them will come before me and say whatever they will say behind me. Because of their God, because of their religion, because of their spirituality, because of their belief, because of their faith. Because they have shown them that I am serious about this. I'm not hypocritical about it. Let us trash every belief system, Africans, and live humanly. God